Once a month, usually on a Saturday, hubby has to babysit all the children, and I go get myself a facial, foot massage, whatever I want, basically. I don't always go to like a fancy place like Monk's Spa, for example, a luxury place like that. Sometimes I just go to an affordable place. Like I know this Indian lady, she does amazing back massage. I'll go to her. I'll just have like 3 to 4 hours to myself where, I grab something to eat, and I just spend time with myself. And I do love my own time, like time to myself. When you have children, you kind of value your own time. So yeah, I do this no negotiation, like once a month. I'll book it in advance, and yeah, I get to just have me time, and I look forward to it. Number two, this will apply to you if you are an advanced driver and you know the size of your car. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm like this best driver, because I'm not. I'm just normal driver, but I have I'm good at parking. I'm good at knowing the size of my car, maneuvering, and all these things. So um, I live in the UK, Wales. We have country roads. You have them in England as well, to be honest. And basically, country roads, what they do is that you don't have to wait at the red lights, and you can cut your time 40 minutes short. So basically, when I used to pick up children from school and I don't want to be stuck in traffic, and it would take us quite a long time to get home, especially now that we've moved, we live like literally 20 minutes away from the children's school, so it takes us longer to get home. So basically, get to know your area and your where you live in England or Wales. Most places will have shortcuts, and those shortcuts tends to be driving through the countryside, and it's so, oh my god, guys, I can't even tell you how amazing it is. Like, I love to drive in the countryside, like, not being surrounded by pollution and the trees and stuff. It's beautiful for me. And also, I don't have to wait at a red light. I'm that type of person. Like, I'm just like, I hate waiting at red lights. So yeah, I do cut my time like 40 minutes short. So yeah, that's my number two, just to make my life more peaceful, worth living. Okay, so number three is food menu. Okay, so like it doesn't have to be anything fancy or anything like that. So I literally just grab a paper and a pen. I have like three different notebooks for different things. So as the person who is responsible for cooking for our family, I have to know what I'm making for dinner, lunch that week. So I will plan it ahead. So for that week, I know what we are having Monday to Saturday to Sunday. And I don't really need to like plan or create a food menu for breakfast, because it's literally nothing fancy. It's either porridge, coffee for us, porridge, coffee, or egg sandwich. And if we don't have egg sandwich, we have porridge for breakfast. Then we can have like egg sandwich for lunch, like a little snack. And basically, like, when I know what I'm making that whole week, it means that when I'm out and about doing errands or whatever, I can just pick up something from like Tesco's, from, local shops, because I know that, for example, Tuesday I'm making chicken Thai curry, Wednesday I'm making like French meatballs, um, Thursday I'm making Moroccan meatballs. So like I just buy food here and there, and I find that is like less wasteful as well. So that's good. Right, so that's number three. So number four is nothing too complicated. Like it's basically a social media cleanse, but I still doom scroll. I just make sure that I don't do it for like, an hour. Like it's just because it's really bad. And this habit is so easy to pick up, like when you are breastfeeding, because you're just there, you're bored, but I try my best to be present when I'm breastfeeding my baby, just because it's literally just a waste of my time, and I don't need to doom scroll. I mean, I can scroll here and there just to know like what's trending, things like that on TikTok, but I don't need to waste an hour long doing that. It can't be good for your brain. So with this social media cleanse that I've been doing, basically like 1 hour before bedtime, I will put my phone away, like literally lock it up in the wardrobe, and I will watch a Netflix series or read a book, give myself a face massage, like just unwind an hour before bed. I don't want to look at my phone, I don't want to scroll. And when I wake up, same thing. I'm not looking at my phone first thing in the morning, which is what I used to do. I will make breakfast when everyone is set up, you know, when everyone in the house basically has, you know, their like food and everything, I got my porridge, my coffee, then I will grab my phone and still first thing in the morning I will not doom scroll. It's literally just to check like who messaged me, message them back, things like that. Catch up with things like that. Number five is, let me just check the little guy. Oh, he's so cute. So number five, guys, is yeah, I have done this. This is something that takes time and work. But I've trained myself to just not feel any guilt, or I don't feel bad or guilty for saying no to people. I'm not someone who is necessarily like a people pleaser person, because I don't know, guys, like I'm an Aries fire sign, which we tend to be known for like burning bridges, and like we really don't care. Like we, if we lose friendships, you know, because someone's entitled and someone expects you to do something for them, and if you don't do that thing for them, it could be as simple as like giving someone a lift, you know, and you say no, I can't, and then they start treating you differently or whatever it is, you know. Like I just don't feel guilty for saying no anymore. You know, I had like small elements within me for people pleasing, especially like close friends, you know, family, but like I don't have time for entitled people anymore, and I just value my peace, you know? This doesn't mean that you should become a selfish person and like you should never help someone who needs the help, especially if you are in a privileged position and you have something that someone who you love doesn't have and you can help them. Yeah, here, like now and then you can do that for them, you can help them. But also, if you find that someone is draining you and constantly wanting you to do things for them, and they become entitled and expect you to do this thing for them, and they ask you like all the time, and it's become like a pattern, you need to nip that in the bud. And it is literally, look, people overcomplicate it online. It's as simple as saying, I'm so sorry, I can't. You don't need to like over explain and things like that. And also, you might find that this person distances themselves from you or you lose the friendship, but that only looks bad on them and not you, because it means that your relationship was transactional, was conditional. They only valued you because you did this thing for them, you know. And if they have introspection, if they are a decent person, they would understand like you can't always help them, you can't always, you know, do these things for them. And number six is something that I really love, and I think it's becoming part of like North African Arab culture as well. It's more predominantly within like Western culture, is that like celebrating seasons, you know, welcoming new seasons. It just makes life worth living. What I mean by it makes life worth living is that you get to welcome new seasons. So like winter time, like autumn, decorating with children, and Halloween. We don't really celebrate it, but we celebrate it, if you know what I mean. Like if the kids want to go trick-or-treating, I will let them, we'll go with them. I will have a little decor here and there, like and as a Muslim, I think some people overcomplicate and they make everything like, oh, this is haram, this is taboo, this is like, it's literally all based on your intention. Like I'm not worshiping or like doing some devil stuff that people associate, or they don't understand the real origins of Halloween and stuff. It's literally not that deep, and it's all about your intention.